symbol I was talking about, you see on the back of cars, this stick's not very hard here. Neither is this one. But it used to start out, one brother would come up of the faith and he would draw a line like that. Because back in the old days, the people would have been persecuted, even killed for being a Christian. Well, another brother would come up and he would complete the fish. And that fish represented Christ, or the Son of God. Now, I'm not claiming to be Christ, and it's because of my grandmother saying that we're all God's children and that He exists in every one of us. That a piece of Himself He put into each one of us when He made us. But it's because of my friends and people that I've associated with, and people in the world that I didn't even know, just a chance encounter, talking to them and listening to what they have to say, that helped me to understand more about myself. But I have that fish right there. It goes up and around. I also have one there. I also have a little one right there. I also have this picture of a great fish with a mouth, an eye, a gill in the shape of a Y, a fin going down. When I put my two hands together, he has a dorsal fin and his tail goes around. What does that mean? Well, Jesus said that the sign of the Son of Man, the sign that the wicked and twisted generation would get, would be the sign of Jonah. The sign of Jonah, the book of Jonah says Jonah was swallowed by a great fish. 5 times it mentions that. One time in the book of Matthew, it says that he was swallowed by a whale in the King James Version. A fish is a fish and a whale is a mammal. You had Darwin and you see the little symbol with the fish and the feet on it. Why did Darwin come the way that he did? Well, it's because of Darwin and his belief that we understand a fish being a fish today, and a shark, or a shark is a fish, a whale is a whale. But the point is Jesus said that heaven and earth would pass away with a great hissing sound, and it did. Because back in Jesus' day, a lot of the people thought the earth was flat. And then a man named Galileo came along with the invention of the telescope, and the Catholic Church wanted to kill him. But yet all he was doing was speaking the truth. He was speaking that the earth was round, that it rotated in a solar system around the sun, proving an older thing which was brought about by a man named Copernicus. Do we slander one another? Do we sit here and tell other people you're wrong? Isn't that why a lot of inventions take longer? Because people's doubt in the inventor's ability to invent. There's a lot of people that are slammed all the time, and I think that if people were to start showing more love and compassion to one another and start looking more for the problems in their own lives and quit pointing out the problems in their brothers, sisters, neighbors, homeless lives, and try to make society a better place, we could do it. But we all have to work together, and you also have to realize that nobody will change because you want them to. They will only change because they feel that they have a need to change. They need to themselves. Timothy in the Bible was talked about as having been persuaded into the truth. Not being forced, not being made to go to church, but being through persuasion, through the love that his grandmother had for him and the things that she did for him and taught him. The church leaders today go against what Jesus had said. Jesus said that a slave is not above his master, is he? But yet you have the Pope and you kiss his ring. Jesus was washing the feet of the disciples. He was, you know, it just blows my mind how we go to church, we kiss a man's ring, or we bow down and we give them all these great, wonderful titles, let them drive their BMWs, Mercedes, Jaguars, whatever, live in these nice, extravagant houses. Yet Jesus was a homeless man. He washed the feet of the disciples. You know, his disciples even at times spoke of him in a manner, in a derogatory manner, the way that Judas did whenever the oil was being put on his head. Jesus said, "You will always have the homeless with you, but you will not always have the Son of Man." Jesus also said that a sign of his presence is that just as in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, so will be the presence of the Son of Man. Our government, if you want to believe it or not, they said a weather balloon came down in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. If you read the book of Ezekiel, it says that God's chariot appears as a wheel with wheels inside of a wheel with an electron that comes down from the center of it. And I believe when it says that the angels' hands, that they have the appearance of the hands of man, and that their spirit is one with the craft, I believe it is because their technology is so farther advanced than that of our own, that all they have to do is lay their hands down on that craft to make it do whatever. They're one with it. Believe what you want to believe, or be naive as you want to, and we'll see who the beast is. Just remember, snakes hide in bushes. That's all I got to say.